What's up, guys? How's it going? Before we start with the games tonight, I have to give you a quick update. So I've actually played 4 rapid games that were not recorded, not being live streamed. I just played them, and I won every single one. You can see I'm on a winning streak here, actually. And I want to show you guys the very last game, because this one was really, really interesting. And I just want to go ahead and start off with this. So here we go. What's up? What's up, Alan? How you doing? Hey, Ben. So here we go. I was playing as white, and we get the 4 knights defense, or the 4 knights game. And you guys might remember this is the starting position for the Halloween Gambit. So here we go. Okay, now this is a rapid game against a 2200 rated player. He takes it, d4. I get the 2 pawns in the center. He goes to c6, which is not as good. You're actually supposed to go to g6. That's a little bit better. This is a line that some people play, though. d5, he goes back. Then f4, and I'm just chasing these knights around, gaining all these tempos with the pawns, okay? The knight now has to go back. I've got all these squares covered, so this knight is under attack, goes back to g8. I played d6, which I know is the best move because I've studied this. And d6 is really, really annoying for black because it blocks the pawn, which blocks the bishop, and it blocks this guy, okay? c6. Bishop c4. I went to an aggressive diagonal. Now, my opponent plays a move here that kind of surprised me a little bit. Knight takes e5. Now, if you guys watching this would like to take a minute and try to figure out what is black's idea behind sacrificing their knight for this pawn. What is their idea? What's up, David? How you doing? Hey, Shane. Good to see you. Connor, what's going on? Why did black sacrifice the knight? Well, the answer is, if I take it, they're going to go check. And they're going to fork me. They're going to get their piece back. And actually, black's in a better position at this point, because I kind of lost my initiative there. And now my king is a little bit exposed too. So that's their idea. However, I have a really good move in this position. If you want to take another minute now and think through this, what is my really good move? Hey, Andrew, good to see you. All right. The move is queen to e2. Queen to e2. Now, queen to e2 is a really nice move for 2 reasons. Number 1, we defend the bishop. So there's no longer going to be a threat where I get forked and lose the bishop. Number 2, we pin the knight. So the knight can't just trade itself away. And guess what? I'm going to take the knight next move. And I already talked about how my bishop's defended, so there's no threat here. So that's why this was a really powerful move. I did see that. My opponent captured, now I captured. So what's happened now is I got my piece back. If you count up the pawns, 3-6 against 3-7. So I'm down 1 pawn, but I have a massive lead in development. I have 3 pieces out. I'm also attacking this guy. I'm getting ready to castle. And look at black's bishop. This is stuck. The knight's not developed. I mean, it's a bad situation. They go to e7. I went ahead and castle. Now, castling gets my kings, out of the center to safety. And at the same time, we have the rook and the bishop lined up on f7, which is a weak spot. And you can't even block with your knight because my pawn is sitting here, right? You can't go here because I'll just take it. It's a bad situation, okay? It's a bad situation. My opponent plays f6. And let me see if this is the moment. No, not yet. I played knight to e4. I brought my piece into the action. I have ideas of knight to d6 check, which is a very annoying move. They captured my pawn. And now if you guys want to try to figure out what did I play here, there's a very nice move. White to play and win. What's the move? Well, if you look carefully, there's a couple of problems for the king. Number 1 is this open F file. Number 2, this bishop is lined up here, which is also kind of a big deal. But also this diagonal, okay? And so the best move is actually queen h5 check. And what you'll notice is the king is totally trapped, okay? So you cannot move your king. You have to play g6, only move. And now, some of you guys were saying it, bishop f7. Now I play bishop f7 because now I want to take here with the idea that the pawn is pinned, so he can't recapture my bishop. But when they move their king here, before I moved it, I noticed something else and actually played a different move. What do you guys think I noticed? What did I notice about this position that put a smile on my face? Okay, so some people are saying bishop g6, which is one idea. Discover check with the bishop. Okay, yeah, a couple of people are seeing it. Bishop to h6 check. So bishop to h6 check actually leads to a checkmate. But I didn't play that move. Okay, I didn't play bishop to h6 check. You know why? Because I played queen to h6 check. Because if you can get checkmate and sacrifice your queen at the same time, you should definitely do it. The knight captured my queen, and then I delivered checkmate with the bishop. What I mean, this is one of those like, ooh, you don't get this kind of checkmate often, and I'm really glad that I didn't miss it because I was very tempted to play bishop takes g6 check and go on with the game. And yeah, I would have had a good position, but not as good as this. I mean, look at this. This is a beautiful checkmate, and of course, if you have the option to sack the queen, you always have to do it. Yeah, that was a good one. So I wanted to share that with you guys before we jump into some games. And if you're wondering, you know, like I said, this is still a good move, but now the knight can probably block, and I guess there's still actually checkmate, so it's not a big deal. But this was just too cool. I mean, I just had to do this. So that's where we are. Okay, 23-44 is the rating. I'm gonna jump into some games now, and I wanted to just kind of catch you guys up. I am on a winning streak, so hopefully I can take some of this confidence with me into these games. Let's jump right in. And here we go. All right, let's go with e4. b6. I feel like we've played this person before. All right, I'm going to get 2 pawns in the center. I'm going to go with bishop d3 to defend. Yes. Let me just develop my knight. Goes bishop e7. Okay, so now that the bishop has moved, I could probably play knight c3. I could also just castle and just delay the knight for a second. Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to go ahead and castle. Because I might not want to play knight c3 next. I might want to play c4 first and then get my knight there. Or I might want to move my bishop. I might want to move my rook. I kind of want to see what black is going to do. They go with c5. Okay. So if I play d5 here, what happens? Takes. So I have some sort of a little tactic there. Because I kind of want to do that. I mean, I could just sacrifice the pawn and then just develop to attack it. Let's just say they go back. I play rook e1. I mean, I think I get enough compensation for a pawn. I think I'm going to do it. Because my king is safe. It's out of the center. Black's king is not. This is going to be dangerous for them. So we're going to do a little pawn sacrifice here. Andrew, you've got someone's endgame course. Awesome. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've already been kind of enjoying some of the lessons. All right, so he's gonna maybe go for the pawn here. Okay, and you know, there might be some crazy tactic like this, but I don't even think it works because he throws in the in-between move. Maybe it actually does work, but I wouldn't want to open up the h-file on my king anyway, so that's not even really a question. So we're going to go with knight c3. This is what I was kind of seeing. I get to gain a tempo here. He does go back, and I'm thinking we just go here. Although, do I care about d5? No, I definitely want to get the rook lined up on the king. This has got to be the way to go. And now we kind of look for tactics. We look for opportunities to use our lead in development. I mean, I have 4 pieces, and my king is safe compared to black's 2 pieces and their king is not safe. So I've heard, I don't know where I heard this, but like a lot of times you can think of a tempo as being worth like a third of a pawn, I think is what it is. So like if you have 3 extra tempo, that's kind of like equal to a pawn. And that's basically what we have here, right? Like these 2 pieces compared to these 2 pieces. And then I have 2 pieces involved in the attack, plus my king is safe. That's kind of like 3 moves or 3 tempo. And so it's kind of equal to sacrificing a pawn. Okay, so black is trying to probably castle. So one option is queen e2 to attack here so that you can't castle, or I take your piece. The other thing that I could do would be to just develop another piece here. Bishop f4 also could be a move. Yeah, how do we put the most pressure here on the opponent? Let's say I play queen e2. What are they going to play? Because if they can't castle, they're probably going to play knight c6. Yeah, and then they could castle next move, and I don't know if I really wanted to do that. All right, so I'm thinking bishop g5. But bishop f4 looks like a good diagonal too. I mean, I would love to be able to go bishop f4, knight b5, and then jump in here. Problem is I don't have time for that, right? So bishop f4, they're definitely going to castle. Knight to b5, I'm threatening to trap the rook or jump in here. Let's just say knight c6. I jump in, takes. That's actually pretty good too. Getting that bishop there could be very dangerous as well. All right, well, I got to make a decision. Where's the bishop going to go? Where is the bishop going to go? Bishop g5. I wonder if I can... No, let's just go to f4. I don't know. I think we'll just go to f4. I'm trying to look for something immediate, right? Because otherwise I'm just going to be down a pawn. So if I can't find some tactical way to make something happen quickly, eventually black's going to develop their pieces and we're just going to have an equal game, except I'm down a pawn. But maybe I have time to do something like this and then keep looking for tactics. I'm expecting black's going to castle, but they might... I mean, they could have some other ideas. No, they do castle. Okay. So knight b5, I guess knight c6, maybe I jump in. The reason I think this is good is because if you can blockade a pawn like this with, like, let's just say my bishop is there, black's mobility is going to be limited. They're not going to have a lot of options. And so I think this is a good strategy here. Let's see if it's going to work out for us. Okay. I'm noticing some interesting things here, guys, but I'm not sure what's the best option. Bishop c. All right, let's just go knight d6. I don't know. I think this is pretty good. We have the bishop pair. We've got this blockaded. Black's pieces are a bit tied up. I think I'm going to go queen d2 now, so that if this happens, I can recapture with my other rook. And I'm going to look to maybe bring my queen into the game somehow. You want to see the game that almost made me quit chess? All right. I have it right here. It's from the year 2000. It's crazy that was 24 years ago. Man, all right. Makes me feel old. All right, what is black going to do? Ah, knight to b4. That's an interesting move. So it attacks my bishop. It attacks here. Okay. What do I want to do? Let's see. I'm going to just jump forward with my knight. I don't want this to happen and mess up my pawn structure. So I'm going to jump forward with the knight. I think I'll just take this back. Probably try to bring this rook over. Rook e6. That's an interesting move. So he's attacking this and this. This is well defended. This is probably... he wants to play knight e8, probably. Okay. Knight e8 is interesting. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, because knight e8 would force a trade of this really good bishop. I don't think we want to allow that. So how do I... All right, I'm going to play b4 here, because I'm going to threaten to just take this. So knight e8, I can actually meet that. Yeah, and honestly, my gambit kind of didn't work out the way that I was hoping this game. I didn't really get much of an attack from it, so probably that was not the right decision. But got to live with it now and keep, you know, moving forward with the game. He does go for knight e8 anyway. I'll go ahead and take this. I just noticed something, guys. I just noticed d6. I do have rook d1. Queen moves. I don't think I can take that anymore. I get forked. Rook d1, let's say queen c7. Unless I have some trick there. I'm not seeing a trick, which means I unfortunately have to do something like knight c4. Which is when I did not want to play this, but the alternative is even worse. So we might just be going into an endgame down a pawn, which don't love that, but what can I do? Bishop a6 pins my knight. So the bishop's under attack. Probably have to move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Didn't see that one. Yeah, I'm going to lose the knight. Didn't see that. That was a good move. Let's see if we can get tricky. Let's see if we can create some kind of a... Don't really see too much here, honestly, guys. Hmm. Had to trade because the queen was going to come down otherwise. I didn't have a choice there. I'm going to try to take this pawn. Maybe if we could trade enough pawns, we can get an endgame that black has a hard time winning. Maybe. Problem is I'm down a lot on the clock too, though. That's another problem. I really want to keep the rooks on the board if possible. Really want to keep the rooks on the board. What? That's another plan too. Just checkmate the king. That is another plan. Wow. Wow, I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that that just happened. Alex had me. They had me. Look at that graph. Wow. What in the world? Oh my. What in the world? Okay. So probably d5 was my big mistake. Nope. Stockfish actually likes d5. No problem there. Knight c3 was good. Rook e1 was good. So what did I do wrong? Oh, that was my knight to h4? Oh, what a move that is. Because you want to come to f5. And if they castle, you go to f5 anyway. The bishop is trapped. Then you pin this guy. And if they try to defend, you sneak over here. Bishop g5. Wow. Stockfish is just ridiculous. Knight to h4. So that's so interesting. The pawn sacrifice was good, but only if I see the follow-up of knight h4 to f5, which I didn't see. If I play bishop f4, my advantage is gone. And black now is going to be in the driver's seat. Knight b5 was okay. And then, yeah, you know, I thought about bishop c7, but then I was like, queen c8. It wanted me to go back and go for this. And play queen d2. Interesting. Okay, well, anyway. We ended up blundering the piece. We're totally losing. Remember when you're down, though, you have to keep pieces on the board, right? So there was like a critical moment here where he's trying to force me to trade rooks, okay? And if I let this happen and we just trade everything, I'm going to lose every time. So this was important because I hit the bishop, keep the rook alive, get away from that. And, I mean, you saw what happened, right? I used the pawns, I set up my bishop and rook on good locations, and all of a sudden, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's gone. All right. Well, what do I do about this? He's going to play the same thing. Now, that's an interesting move. If I take, he wants to take my rook. Okay. If I push, he's gonna probably go where? Here or here? I think we push. Let's push, try to blunt the bishop here. He goes back. Now I could play d3, but I don't feel like that's the right idea. I think we should maybe play c5 to defend this guy. Or e5. e5, f4, it's getting a little bit interesting. Let's go e5, because then I don't have to worry about the pawn pushing on my knight. So we'll defend that. We've kind of blunted this bishop. Seems like a decent strategy here. Okay, so he defends that guy. I do have a check. Okay, what I'm trying to do is take advantage of this backward pawn here. Okay, so this is a backward pawn. Usually those are good targets. And you also get the benefit of the square in front of it could be useful as well. Okay, I don't think I want to take that. I think I'm going to go here. Again, look at this. I'm eyeing this square. I do have some weaknesses on this side now because I fianchettoed, but I think that's all right. Let's go bishop g4, pin that guy. Okay, so this is something that you want to watch out for. If I move my knight in, bam, he takes me and I'm losing, probably. Because if I take, if I take this, he's going to recapture and I lose a piece. So what I'm going to do instead is give up that bishop, and then we get more control over this d4 square because the knight is gone. Okay? And now, you can probably just jump right in. Or just move my queen somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to move my queen. I'm going to try to use the square to put pressure here. Could also attack on the king side. Just throw these forward. Castling here, it's a bit risky. Yeah, I like taking risks. Got to watch out for this. Okay, guys, look at this. Look at this. We don't want to get pinned. That's very important. Right now, it's covered. And I also probably have f5, but just don't want to forget about that. Okay. He's attacking my bishop. I could just go back. I think I will just go back. I could also go here. Let me keep the bishop. Let's keep the bishop for now. Oh, okay. Well, this way, I will jump in here. Problem is my knight's hanging. Otherwise, I would take this and win the pawn, but I can't. So what h5 does is it stops this problem for one thing, but it also gives me the option to jump in with my knight. Maybe we can make something happen here and also deals with the problem. Then I can actually take and win the pawn. But I could also just start attacking. a5, I'm just going to move. Good world. Hey, thank you. Okay, so let's move the bishop. It doesn't get captured. Looks like we're going to be in for a pretty spicy game here, guys. Pawns here, the pawns here, maybe, or I could also focus on this. Or I could just try to defend and not get checkmated. That's also a plan. Yeah, lots going on here. Okay, so the bishop's under attack. We could defend the bishop. We could move the bishop. Can't do that because of this. I'm going to move the bishop. It also defends my knight, so now I can start thinking about this again. Yeah, I thought he might do that. Obviously, I'm not going to recapture and get forked. But what I will do is play a6 and try to hide my king over here. He's going to go rook here, though. And it's a bit interesting what's happening there. Oh, okay. Wasn't totally expecting that. I guess he doesn't want me to be able to block with my knight. Uh-huh. So if I go here, check here. Losing a piece again. Every time I play this guy, I lose a piece. It's amazing. Guess I have to go this way to defend my bishop, which is really awkward. Then we lose the pawn. But it's better to lose a pawn than a bishop, I think. Maybe my king will actually be safe when I run over here. Then we have to worry about this guy. But this is still weak. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's going on. Oh boy. Let me try to save that pawn. Maybe I'll go bishop here. Because I can't do this right now. Anyway, we lose the bishop. Actually, I could try. But bishop b4, you know, is kind of a nice way to blockade the rooks. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. I like that everybody is defended now. And we don't have to worry about the rook supporting the pawn. So I think that's an important square. Now, if I can get my king to safety. Oh my. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Man. I did not see that at all. Well, now we're going to lose for sure. I mean, I'm not going to resign after what happened in the last game, but that was terrible. Yeah, I could have played like maybe queen d6, maybe move my knight somewhere. Like I had so many moves I could have played. Knight d7. Ah. That one hurt. That one hurt a lot. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to do, guys. I don't even know what to do. I gotta use the rook. I can't play the game without the rook, so I'm gonna see if we can somehow, some way create some counterplay here. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, what a move. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I guess I gotta take it this way. That was actually a good move, I think, maybe. Can I not get checkmated somehow? Can I somehow not get checkmated? His rook is under attack, so... Where's the checkmate threat? Where's the check? That's going to be checkmate? Is it? What do I do, guys? What do I do? I'm trying to run. Because the problem was going to be the queen was coming over here. Oh, that's his plan? Okay. Yeah, all right. Man. Yeah. Promotes to a rook just to flex. I see. I see how it is. I mean, if I didn't blunder the knight on f6, I was going to win this game. I was going to win the game. Let's take a look. It's like every time I play, I just lose a piece. It's weird. Okay, he played pretty well, though. 86, so I can't complain too much. I didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, actually. Knight f3 was a blunder because of knight g4. Wow. Why didn't I think of that move? You can't stop it. You have no way to stop it. Wow. Yeah, but I think right here, we have a pretty good position. Maybe it's not that good, but once we get the bishop here, actually, it's not that good. No, it never really was that good. Even if I played, let's say I would have played knight d7, which is probably what I would have played. He brings the rook over. I go here. He goes here. Okay, I go here. Stockfish says queen c6, and this is really good for white. Doesn't look that clear, though. Like, this looks quite playable for me. Honestly. Like, I don't see how he's going to win this super easily. Bring my rook over. I mean, yeah, it's a little better for white because this pawn, but I think it would have won if I didn't see that, if I saw that the knight was hanging. Oh boy. All right. There goes 10 points. Just like that. Just like that. Let me readjust this board. Okay, I'm going to play c3. I'm going to try to play this Gambit I've been trying to play for a while. That's not a line that I've studied. I remember there's some Gambit here where you can... Yeah, I'll just do this. I don't want to lose that pawn there. So I'm not really familiar with these positions, but I'm at least going to gain a tempo on the knight. Okay, he's going to play knight c6 next and hit my queen. So let's make sure this is defended. We'll go knight f3. Now I can safely move my queen away. Actually, I could also just go to e4. e4 looks like a pretty nice square. Let's go to e4. Oh, f5. Wow. All right. Do I en passant or not? That's the question. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put the queen probably over here. Let's create the pin. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay. Okay. I was going to say queen b6 was going to lead to some very interesting things. This... I guess I'll just go bishop d3 and try to checkmate. Try to create a checkmate threat here. It's not exactly checkmate, but it's pretty close. If we take and take. Okay, option number one, I sack the bishop. But option number two... Yeah, option number two is interesting. You know what? Actually, option number three, I just leave it. I just leave it. There's so many options. Okay. So yeah, I could just develop. Let him take me, then I jump in, and I've got some serious threats. Or I take here, I go queen e4, trying to force this where I win a pawn. But he could play queen f5. That's the move I'm not sure about. Queen here, hits the queen, he moves, defends. Looks like it's fine for black. So yeah, maybe I just develop so that I can threaten to go here. Could also castle. But no, this is pretty powerful, I think. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this. If he wants to take it, I'm going to jump in with my knight. So, I don't think he's going to take. That just looks like suicide, right? You can't do that. I got a buzzer in my mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Those tiny ones that you can't seem to get out. So I'm leaving my options open. I can castle either direction. I am threatening it to potentially jump in here, for example. Takes maybe a trade and then a knight e4 fork could be really good. But he stops that. Okay, he stops that. It also stops queen e4. Right, so that's a pretty good move. So now I'm probably going to castle. The question is, which way? I think the king feels safer over here to me. And I don't really get a big benefit from going this way. Yes, there's a rook there, but that's very minimal. I like this way, I think, better. Okay, we still have this, but again, I'm pretty happy to make that trade. Okay, so this is a problem. We've got some major pawn pushes here that I'm not really loving. That's a big deal. Does rook d1 prevent that? e4, I take, he takes, I take, hits the queen, or maybe I take, hits the queen, hits the bishop, hits the knight. Wow, what is going on there? let's say the queen moves somewhere. That looks reasonable. Do I have anything easier to play? Takes, takes, takes. We still get forked. Don't love that. Bishop g6. Yeah, bishop g6 is good. Then there's no fork. Okay, so bishop g6 or rook d1. Rook d1 here. Let's see. We take, takes, I take. We hit the queen. Yeah, that's gotta be good for me. That has to be. But any other moves that come from this bishop being involved? Not really. All right, we're gonna go rook d1. I think we prevent this tactically. So, and that's a good useful move anyway with my rook, because now when I start moving these pieces, it's gonna be putting pressure on the center. I don't think he's going to play e4. What's he going to play instead? Maybe bring out his bishop. Maybe move his queen away from that somewhere. Okay, we got it. We got it. So now he is threatening this. I can't go there anymore. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Rook e1, e4. Maybe I just go bishop c2 right now, though. Bishop c2 seems good, right? Because then if you push, I'll have time to move my knight somewhere, although I don't have a lot of good options, actually. What if I play b4, b5? What if I go bishop b5 to actually threaten the pawn? Bishop b5, bishop d7, takes, takes. I can't take that yet. I could play rook e1. Yeah, these pawns are so scary. And the fact that my bishop is hanging after the pawn push is not really good. So maybe I have to trade, as unappealing as that is. Maybe I have to do it. Yeah, man, I don't love this position anymore. Okay. Okay. Well, we gotta get rid of some weaknesses. So there's one thing that's gone. I think I'm gonna go here. I don't have to worry about the fork. I at least create a pin. He's gonna probably just play bishop d7, but maybe can I even play rook e1, or am I gonna run into problems with this? Interesting. He goes there. Okay, not expecting that. If he takes, I take back. At least this is pinned. So, it'll be fine. Now, do I want to keep the bishop or the knight? That is the question. Usually the answer is going to be keep the bishop. I'm just wondering. that applies here. Now I'm gonna make a different choice. I just didn't love having to move my bishop back and lose a tempo, and I don't know. Could have been the wrong decision, but okay. F3. If he pushes, I think it becomes a target. If he doesn't push, C5, I'll just move. Minute and a half. Yikes. Okay, he pushes. All right, well, now it should be a target for me, right? Should be a target now. Whoa, my queen is like almost trapped, by the way. Wow, maybe G5 actually would have trapped my queen. Whoa. Queen F2. Yeah, Queen F2 just wins the game for black. I don't know why he didn't play it. I don't know why he didn't play it. I had no move against Queen F2. Queen G3, Queen F1 wins. I had no move. Actually, I still might be losing to that now that I'm looking at it. Wow. Yeah, this is awful. I don't know. This is so awful. Oh no, I have this move. I have this move. Okay. No, Queen F1. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. I've got to cover this Queen F2 move. I have to stop that. Okay. I don't know how black missed that 2 times in a row. They had it. They just had an easy win there. If we can trade queens and get the king over here, we're in good shape. Also, maybe knight d4 if he moves the queen back or something. Whoa. Ah, I'm gonna flag. I'm gonna flag. Okay, at least we get rid of that annoying pawn. He's got to trade, otherwise he loses his bishop. Yeah. Wow. How's that for a graph? I think I could have won at the end if I didn't actually I don't know. Let's take a look. I felt like I could have won. Okay, first things first. Yeah, G5 trapped my queen. G5 totally traps my queen. Best thing I can do is get a bishop for it. That's amazing. Didn't see that. Yeah, queen f2 just wins the game. Hey, Ronaldo, thank you. Appreciate that. Queen f2 just wins the game. I thought I could play queen g3 initially, but then I realized queen f1 is checkmate. They didn't see it somehow. And then again, same thing. And I thought I could go like check and come down here. But again, it's checkmate. So 2 chances. Finally, I fixed the problem. Okay, and now I'm just winning. I'm just winning. Except I was too low on time. And where was the big blunder at? Yeah, I shouldn't have allowed this. Kind of got annoying for me. And then right here, yeah, this was the big mistake. This was the big mistake. I don't know why I didn't just take the rook. You take the rook, you take the pawn, you win the game. Like, it's that literally that simple. Somehow yeah. I can't explain that. That was just bad chess. Oh, wow. Again? Okay. Kind of want to play some different openings. Should I play them again or not? I also just have some weird feelings. I'm gonna just go a new game. It's just weird that I seem to like always play that person when I'm streaming, so I would like to play someone else. Okay. Let's try a Gambit. Let's play E5. Let's go here. And let's see if I can remember some of these lines. Primary idea is we want to go with a check. Okay, knight f3. Probably a fine move. Okay, let me... Should I just castle? I don't really know what to do here. Should I play d6? Should I play knight c6? Huh. Should I play d5? Let me play knight c6. I think knight c6 makes sense. So we put pressure on the pawn. We defend our bishop just in case. Okay, he goes a3. So probably we take here. And maybe we just castle. Get the king to safety. Usually this pawn, you can recapture it whenever you want to. Okay, now I will take this. I mean, not whenever you want to, but in a lot of cases, you can just recapture it, which looks like we're going to be able to. Let me go rook e8. And we might just have kind of an equal game. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So let's go ahead, take the pawn. Okay, so... there's always d6. Yeah, let's go d6. Let the bishop out. We will have to worry about this, but maybe I'll play rook b8. Okay, I don't have to deal with that. So let's just develop the bishop. Let's go to f5. I don't want to block my rook in case I need to come back for some reason. I don't want to play c6 because then this is a target, right? So what I will do instead is play bishop e4. Takes. Queen d5. Queen e8. Takes. Do I like that position? Hard to say. Queen c8 is awkward because my rook is trapped. Queen e7 takes here. Don't believe that's going to be good enough for me. Yeah, all right. I hate to play this move, but sometimes you have to make exceptions, and this is, I think, one of those situations where I just have to do it. All right, let's get away from the pin. Let me go queen here, keeping the option open. If I want to bring the rook here later, I could do that. b6 now, stops this, gets rid of this, and now my rook is free to move, which is what I want. Okay, we got the triple battery here. Aha, he doesn't like my triple battery. Fine, let's trade the bishops. Let's just trade the bishops. Okay, wait a second. Takes. I lose a rook. So, how about takes d5? Because if you try to go here, I'll just trade the pawns. I'm gonna play c6 to defend. This might be a target. This might be a target. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, if we take, they take me. I guess I have to, because if I don't, I'm losing the pawn, so. Okay. Gotta be careful here. This is, I'm worried about the rook coming here, so I'm trying to get ahead of that. Also have to watch out for my back rank. There could be some problems if I don't get a pawn move in. So, yeah. Queen to a4 is an interesting move. Yeah, I think this might be a good opportunity to get a escape square for my king. Let me do it. Let me do it now while I still can. Okay, so let's see. Do we play c5? Do we? Yeah, let's play c5. Usually pawns are really good side by side because you have options to push either one forward, so that's kind of nice, depending on what you need. I really don't know what my plan should be here. I mean, obviously try not to blunder or something, but like, what should I try to push these pawns? Should I just leave them? Like, should I try to win this pawn? Hmm. Yeah, what to do? What to do? I don't like that the queen's hitting my rook, so let me just move that. And maybe we play d4 and get a past d pawn. I don't know. Okay. So there we go. You got the pass pawn. So does white. If we trade everything, I will lose. Because white will put their king here, push this, force me to take it with my king, then they'll take me, and then their king will be closer to my pawns and they'll win. I don't want to trade all the pieces. That's the moral of the story. Uh, let's attack the pawn here. Okay, wait a second. Is g5 a move I'm willing to play? Maybe not just yet, but I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. Like, if I can somehow shift and attack the king at the right moment, maybe, you know, we can do something. But when is the right moment? And what does that look like exactly? Ah. I guess I could try f5, f4 as a way to, now that I have control of the 7th rank. G5 is very risky. F5 is kind of risky too, though. Yeah, but we're going to just lose on time if I don't do something. So practically, probably need to take a chance here with f5. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. If I can go here and trade this, then it gets kind of wild. Queen d2. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Because if he takes it, even though I lose a pawn, it messes up his pawn structure. And they're really weak. And then the king might be able to come up. Okay. King might be able to come up and win some of these pawns, is what I'm hoping. Yeah, maybe not. Because if I... don't really see how we get in. Can I do this? Oh, I didn't see that. Ah, okay. Well, probably should still be a draw, I think. Don't think we're losing this game. Actually, take that back. We might lose this game. Man. What am I doing? Good thing we're going through the endgame book. Am I right? Good thing we're going through the endgame book. Yeah, my king's in a bad spot. That's why I'm going to lose. King's in a terrible spot. Normally, you would do this, and then you would come behind, but your king needs to be in front of the pawn, and I can't get there. I have no way to get there. This is why I'm going to lose, yeah. Yeah. Oh, guys. $95.8. Never had a chance. Okay. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm telling you guys, I don't get these opponents when I'm just playing like off stream. It just happens when I'm streaming. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Well, I don't even think we need to analyze it because I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, so I did. Obviously, I messed up at the end, but I was also low on time, so All right, guys. I just need a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna just like clear my head. Just give me 2 minutes. Let me just go Rookie 1 first. So we've developed our pieces. We've got control of the center. Our king is safe. Now what? Now what? If I play e5, takes, the knight goes here. There's 3 attackers, only 2 defenders. But yeah, let's play h3. I don't like the knight going there, so we'll play h3 to stop that. Now maybe e5 is a more powerful move. We also could think about developing the bishop somewhere. I bet black's going to play a6 or rook c8. That's my prediction. Aha. So e5 takes. They have to go here. Here. Because if they go to h5, they get trapped. Okay, fine. So takes 6. The knight's on e8. My pawn's on e5. That's a pretty good position for me. I think I should do that. It's good for me because that knight on e8 is like interfering with black's pieces. Okay, so there we go. Now what? Bishop g5 just to develop. Bishop f4 to add support here. Looks decent. There's knight to d5. What's the point of knight to d5 though? Because I want to like somehow try to take here. No, I should probably play bishop g5 first. Yeah, we'll just put the bishop. I'm not totally sure. We'll just develop it somewhere because I want to use this rook. So we have to move the bishop so that I can use this rook. Okay, I think I'm just going to go back. If you want to push, that's fine. I'll go back again, and then you create some weaknesses around your king. Oh, I have a headache, guys. Oh, kind of hard to focus. All right, let's go back. That's the easy one. That's an easy one. Actually, I say that. Should I have taken the pawn? Queen h5. Well, it's too late now. Okay. I think we just go back again. And if he wants to keep pushing, I'll just keep retreating. No big deal. Okay. I want to focus on this bishop. Like, I want to focus on the D file. I think we need a rook there. I think we need a rook on D1. Also, in some galaxy, I might actually take this. But we've only traded 2 pawns. Or 2 sets of pawns, 4 pawns so far. Okay, so he's gonna go for that. Now, where do I move my bishop to? Here? Or here? Or do I even move it? Do I just play rook d1? Because if you're going to take me, I'm going to take you. Ah, okay, here's what I'm thinking. If I didn't do this and I play bishop c2, then he can attack me. And it's kind of awkward because if I go back here, I trap my rook. But now, there is no rook trapping. I can safely do this if I want. That's actually a good square because I get this diagonal and the bishop is away from the knights. Of course, he doesn't want to make this trade. He does not want to do that. Goes for bishop f5. Interesting. So if I play bishop c2, he's going to take my queen. I take. He's going to take. We just get a big trade. Don't really want to trade. If I go queen e3, he's got to move his queen. He's going to go here. That's kind of awkward. Then I can move my bishop. Where? Here? Could also go queen e2. Then I could have the option to go bishop c2. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hit the queen. Force the queen to go here. Then I'll probably trade the bishops. And his queen's kind of awkward. At least that's what I'm thinking. Because his rook is stuck, you know? Can't come into the game. At least temporarily. Queen's trapped temporarily. Everything's temporary, though. Oh, interesting. He wants to let me take. Okay. Because then he's going to trap my bishop. You know what I just noticed? This square. Uh-huh. And if you take me this, so I'm coming to D6. Or F6, actually. F6 could be good too. Not as good, maybe, but this one looks really nice, though. Triple fork. Okay, so we can still go there. Still looks pretty nice. Yeah, let's do it. Because I'm going to take this. If you take me, wait a second. I have an in-between move. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so we got the exchange. Great. Do I speak Spanish? Not really. I mean, I would probably survive if I was dropped in a Spanish-speaking country. Because I know enough of, like, random words and, like, baño, but other than that, no, I wouldn't say. Okay. So we're up the exchange. Still not a super easy position to figure out what to do. Kind of tempted to use this knight to go back to d6. I could go here. Oh, you know what? I could go here. Because that's pinned. That seems quite reasonable. Take advantage of the pin. Okay, I could pin it again. Or just trade. Yeah, I'm just going to trade. Just going to trade and go here. What's my favorite MCU movie? That's MCU is Marvel, right? I like most of the Marvel movies. I don't know if I have a favorite. Maybe the Avengers or something. Okay, so he's taking control of the file. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, so somehow we have to open things up here for the rooks. How do we do that exactly? I mean, there's always the sacrifice, and I'll be up a pawn, but that seems a bit crazy. I really want to go here and trade the rooks. That was a good idea. I didn't think about that. I mean, it's a slow plan, but I could just do this and then get the file. It's gonna take me forever. Uh-huh. So here we go. Now I'm finally ready to play rook c1 and trade some more. Okay, if you go there, it's not a big deal. I mean, yes, it's annoying. Do I care enough to play h4? Actually, you can't. You can't do that. Because I'll take your rook. If you take me, okay, you go there. Let's trade. Okay, and now I think I will play h4. Stop that. This looks like it should be my next target, probably. Queen c2, rook c1. Whoa, he's gonna open things up. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were gonna play g4. Wants to take my pawn. I guess I'll just go back, defend it. Okay. What if I do this? Taco fund. Ah, he wants to do that. Okay. Let's see. I can go rook e2. Maybe we defend that way. Then I can play queen c2. Okay, let's go rook e2. He's trying to be annoying. Let's go get the pawn and win. Let's get the pawn and win. How does that sound? How does that sound to you guys? Aha. He wants to get my pawn, but no, I'm going to get it first. I'm going to get it first, I believe. Okay. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Do I want to defend that? No, I don't care about that. I'm going to get rid of that knight before I walk into a fork. I'm going to push this and win the bishop. Oh, actually, how do I win the bishop? Wait a second, wait a second. Here, all right, all right. I'll win the knight. Let's see if we can not lose on time. I got to get rid of this bishop somehow. Somehow. Oh, man. All right. Oh, come on, Nelson. I mean, I'm up a rook, and I can't win the game. It's amazing. Oh, just take the pawn. Okay, but... Yeah. I don't know why I didn't do that. Actually, I know why, because I was about to run out of time. All right. We need to move a little bit faster. That clearly is the problem. So I'm going to pick up the pace here, my friends. I'm going to pick up the pace. All right. We've got the pressure on the d4 pawn. We've got this. Get the bishop to d6. We have the checkmate threat on h2. Apocalypse attack. I need to review what that is because I don't remember. That sounds vaguely familiar. Something with like knight g5 or knight e5 or something like that, right? Favorite Star Wars movie? I don't actually... I didn't actually watch Star Wars growing up, so I don't really have one. Okay, what is happening here? Am I missing something? I'm probably missing something, but it looks like a free pawn if you take me. Actually, it's a little tricky. Maybe I should play king b8. Or e6 and just go for the bishop d6 right away. Let's just do that. Just go. We'll just go for the checkmate. Okay, so bishop d6 threatens checkmate. h3, we sack. I think... h3... Yeah, I think we're gonna sack the bishop here. The other option is what? I just leave it because he probably isn't gonna want to take that. Let my knight jump in. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, interesting. Okay, but this there's a tactic here. Yeah, we have a tactic here. So you lose one bishop, but you get a pawn and another bishop. So that's the idea. I might go king b8 so I don't have to worry about this. Is the bishop going to be getting in trouble, though? I don't think so, because I can always move it here if I have to. Like, even if it gets cut off from the queen. We just go here. So now we've defended this, we can safely grab the pawn here. Wow, b4, okay. Yeah, let's go get the pawn. e4, c6, knight f3, d5, e takes d5, c takes d5, knight e5. Okay. And why do I want my knight on e5 in that position? What's the point? So there's a fork, but then I'm gonna probably get checkmated. Could just defend by knight. Yeah, let's just defend the knight. It's hard to displace the knight on e5, and there are a lot of traps. Okay. So e4, g6, knight f3, d5, takes, knight e5. Okay. Yeah, I will play that if we get an opportunity. I'll do it. I will do it. Although, it's hard for me to not play my other Gambit against the Caro-Kann, the Von Hennig Gambit, or whatever it's called. Because I really do like that one. I really do. This is a weird position. He's got a knight on h2 instead of the pawn. My bishop's on e2. He's got some pawns here with the knight, the queen. This, I mean, it's just very, very weird position. So I think at this point, we just try to trade pieces. Try not to allow this to happen and shouldn't have too many problems. How much time do we have on our super chat goal? 56 minutes. Okay. But they have to be teal. They have to be teal super chats. That's the catch. All right. Trying to attack my knight. I think, let's see, bishop b5 is interesting because bishop b5, because if you go here, you're going to get forked. Actually, will you get forked? But if you go here, I have b6, and it's over. It's all over. So he's got to go queen a3, only move. And I will probably still play b6 or a6. Now b6 takes away the knight. Stops the checkmate. If you take, I take. If you take, I take. It's not a big deal. I mean, even if you get that, it's fine. Let me just deal with this. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Will I do the rating climb live streams again? No, probably not. I've just been recording them because there's something about, well, I don't know if it still applies, but in the past, it seemed like YouTube valued the recorded videos more than the live streams. And like long term, the live streams just kind of died. Like there would become a point when it would just not get pushed anymore. Whereas the videos, that didn't happen. And so it made more sense for me to like just record them rather than try to do it live. But okay, what is happening if I go like queen e5? It's almost a fork. It's almost a nasty fork. Yeah, that's what he wants to do. He wants to go here and win my queen. So we have to be very careful. Maybe king b7 to get the king off of that square. King b7, rook c1. Actually don't like that at all. Wow. Yeah, we'll go king d7, I guess. He's going to play rook c1. I think I'm going to play knight d5. I think this is my move here. So knight d5 attacks the queen. If you try to do something like this, okay, a4, I didn't think about a4. Still go here, though. We counterattack the queen. Queen's got to move. Probably going to retreat my bishop. But there also might be queen e3. Let's see where the queen's going to go first. Okay, so we can force a trade, but then we lose a bishop. Then we get a rook. We lose a knight, but we have a pin. We play c5. We get en passanted. That's no good. So we would have to play rook d7. He could play king here, double up, king here. Yeah, we have no way to win the piece, so I can't do that. All right. Too bad. Too bad. Okay. I guess I have to move my bishop back. I guess I have to. I mean, maybe we could win that endgame, but that makes it difficult when it really shouldn't be difficult. So no reason to do that. Hey, Timothy, first time. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love your content and instruction style. Yeah, thanks a lot. You're welcome. Appreciate that. Okay, so wow, we have to be a little careful here. I guess if we trade queens, that's gonna be, yeah, that should be pretty safe. Once queens are off the board, I think we're okay. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yes, he's gonna push. That's a little annoying, but don't think it's a big deal. Okay, so that's being attacked. We don't have a fork because the knight. I've probably, let's just defend. Then we can go c5, chase this guy away. Then there's a fork. Okay, he's not giving me the opportunity. So we'll go here. It's going to force a trade because both the rooks are under attack. Okay. I wonder if I had a good move. I wonder if I had a good move by taking with the bishop, because then I would have attacked that. Maybe I missed that one. Maybe I did. I guess I'll just take a pawn. I don't really see why not. This is under attack. Let me go here. There's some interesting moves with the knight, but I can just go there. Okay. Interesting. Let's just go here. Try to keep everything defended, so it's harder to walk into tactics when everything's defended, right? Defended, 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 defended. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Take away the squares from the knight. I think that's a good plan. Hey, thank you, Alanator25. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, that was an exceptional fork, wasn't it? That was an exceptional fork. Sometimes when you're ahead, but you can't like break through, the easiest thing to do is just force a trade. And so that's what I did here. I forced a trade because you have to take me. And then because I have the follow-up fork, I'm basically forcing that the rook and the knight get traded. And now I just have this endgame where I have extra pawns and my king's better. And I'm going to win. What's an exceptional fork? It was from a previous stream. One of my opponent's names was Exceptional Fork. And so it's kind of been a running joke since that stream happened. All right, so the plan is move quickly and build up a time advantage and trust your gut. It seems to work better. Although I did play lower rated opponent at the same time, so there's also that. Okay, we've played this before. Play it again now. Herrstrom Gambit. Thanks to Magnus Carlsen. On my radar. Attacks the knight. Got to get some pawns in the center. Go here. Let's attack it again. Why not? Go here. I gave up a pawn, but look at my center control. What if I push? Yeah, let's do it. My instinct is telling me to push and play E3. That is exactly what I am going to do. E3. Wow, he doesn't take it. So he's willing to let me take on F2. Now that's an interesting decision because you're still going to have some problems with my knight. You are still going to have some problems with my knight. So, how do we best take advantage of this situation? Okay, so he stops that one. Now we could still go here, or I could go get rid of the knight and then go to E4. Check. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of this knight because I really want my knight to be on E4. So we're going to get rid of the knight, and then we jump in. This knight is going to be so powerful. Exceptional fork should be part of your merch line. That's a good idea, actually. That's a very good idea. Exceptional fork. Okay, so what should the graphic be? Exceptional fork. Like a knight that's forking everything? A pawn that's forking a king and a queen? That'd be a pretty good one. I could see that on a shirt. A dinner fork? A fork stuck in a knife. Oh, man. All right. We're going to get rid of that guy, and then we're going to jump in as promised. Not messing around this game, my friends. Going straight for it. Exceptional fork. Oh, I don't think that quite counts. I could go rook g8. Queen f6. Knight c6. I mean, there's a pawn sitting there. But why would I want a pawn when I can develop a piece? Let's go knight c6. Ah, maybe I should have maybe went here. Well, too late now. Oh. Now that is an exceptional fork. Yes. We found it. Found it. Exceptional fork for the win. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and reread chat Unless Steven is kind enough to make a note of the best suggestions for me. But no pressure. Okay, so we got the exceptional fork. Now it's just time to what? Finish off this game. Let's go Queen F6. It's a fork, it's just not exceptional because of that move. Okay, so we're gonna line up here. The problem for white is this rook not being in the game. I mean, also that they're down material, but this rook is bad. But he's attacking my pawn. Okay, fine. I'll move here to defend my pawn, but also transition to the light squares so we can think about things like this. Things like this. Yeah, how do we actually... I just don't want this queen sitting here attacking this pawn, so I'm going to try to make it leave. Because I really need to get these pieces into the game. Or at least go do something with my queen. All right, hold on. If I take this, he takes this. What is the problem for me? Seems like C3 is pretty dangerous for him if he doesn't have any threats. I could even go bishop E6. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bishop E6 is a nice move because it develops, it defends, the rook comes into the game all at the same time. Very nice move. And we still have this guy ready to push down the board. Okay, so queen's going to move somewhere. I could bring the rook. I could push. I could... Yeah, this seems like the most powerful plan, right? Just pushing the pawn. Okay, so queen c5, I don't quite see the threat. So let's push it. Let's push it. Because, I mean, even if you, like, you know, did something like this, you're still not threatening anything, really. Oh, you're threatening d5. Okay, well, there's a threat. Didn't see that. Okay, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, I'm kind of wondering if I can just... Queen f5 is a move because it pins the pawn. Wow. These are not the kind of positions you want to play when you have a headache. Trust me. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know. I mean, yes, he could take that pawn, but then I get this pawn, so. There might be e4. I take a bishop. He takes a piece. Takes. Okay, bishop c4. Now this is a big mess, isn't it? All right, let's just say I played c2 because I want to get another queen. Is it king h2? Is that the move? King h2. Wait a second. Takes. Get another queen. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Also play something like rook d8 to try to take it like this. So if I do sack that, let's see, I'm giving up a rook, a queen, and a bishop. No, but I'm getting my queen. I'm not actually really winning any material doing that. It's just a fancy move. Okay, so maybe rook d8 is what I should do. Hey, all right, we'll go rook d8. He goes king h2 anyway. He wants to get his rook in the game, so I could play c2 now. I could take this, he takes this, I take that, I'm going to lose my pawn. Yeah, let me go c2. So now we've got this guy defended. We also have the constant threat of getting a queen. Yeah, the course to reach 1500. There's a link in the description. You can click on that and it'll take you right to the site where you can read about it. Okay, so he goes rook c1. He's worried about the pawn. Ooh, wait a second. Check. Don't really see a whole lot after that. I should probably take the pawn now. I could also sack the rook, because the bishop being here might be more valuable to me, actually. I think it is, actually. So let's do it like this. Let's do it like this and take back with the bishop, because I'm really thinking this diagonal is super dangerous for white. Ah, I didn't see that. Oh. Wait a second. If I take... No, because he takes with the rook. Yeah, I might have made a mistake. I didn't see that he could just take my pawn. And it also defends. Man. Well, now it's kind of interesting, isn't it? I'm going to try to set up the battery. You really want to see the game in video format? The You want to see this game? Is that what? Close. 6 out of 10. We are close. How much time is left on this thing? 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. Still have some time. How many games did Nelson lose today? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. All right, guys. Can we do it? Rook takes check. If the king takes, I'm taking it with the queen. I think I'm happy. So the rook's probably going to take. Then I take here. He goes check. I go here. He goes checkmate. But I can't do that. That's too bad. All right. So, if I can't do that, what can I do? What can I do? He's attacking my bishop, so I could try to defend the bishop. Or I just move back. Yeah, position doesn't look good anymore. I should have taken with the bishop. I shouldn't have sacked. I thought I missed rook c2, though. We might just be going into an endgame that's totally equal. If white trades the queen. Opposite colored bishops. Let's get the knight out of here. How do we do this? I feel like my king needs to be better positioned, maybe up here. I like how we have the bishop controlling all the knight squares. That's nice. That's nice. Let's go ahead and make the pass pawn. Let's do that. There's check, but I'm gonna just go up here. No, okay. Let's take that. Yeah, I will try to trade the rooks if they want to, because my king... Oh, okay. Let's defend. Still gonna run with the king now. Oh, my knight is hanging? Oh, kidding me? I didn't see that. I saw it. Wait, what is happening? What is happening? I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Probably don't deserve to win this game, but... Oh, that was a total mess. This chart is gonna be like... Okay, that's actually not as crazy as I thought it was gonna look. Still a little bit of back and forth there at the end. Yeah, probably, let's see. Yeah. If I would have just taken with the bishop, now, you know, this would have been fine for me, just going into this endgame. That's what I should have done. All right, how are we looking on the goal here? We have 24 minutes. All right, so I'll play another game. Play one more game here. Okay, E4. Oh, what's the Caro Kann? We need... Nope, no Caro Kann. I want them to play D5 here. That's what I want them to play. Oh, no. Not this. What is this? I'm going to play D4 and just bust open the center here. I don't really want to get my queen chased away, so I'm going to go try to take this back with my knight instead of my queen. That's fine. If I take here, yeah, we'll do this way. There is knight of 6, but I think we can just... Can I take... Okay, yeah, well, now we can definitely take. So the nice thing about this position now is this d-pawn is an isolated pawn. So that's an easy target. Reject the pawn. I'm tempted to castle just to get my king out of the center as quickly as possible. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yes, there's the c-file, but could probably just move if I have to. Now I don't have to worry about any rook e8 stuff. Yep, there you go. And I can play f3, g4, h4, h5, g5, and g6. Go ahead and defend. d5 is what we have to be careful of. We play d5 right now. Takes. Yeah, it's probably fine. I think I would win a pawn. Probably what black is thinking about. Because if you don't play it now, I might just do like bishop c4. Knight b5, d6. So he stops that. If I go knight f5, what about d5? Takes. Yeah, that should be okay. Also bishop c4. Yeah, let's just develop. I think we just go for this. I like getting the pieces out. And I'm trying to avoid taking here, obviously, because then black can undouble their pawns or something. Okay, 95. I think we just go back. And we've got a nice grip on this square now. So my next move might be knight f5 or might be knight c2, e3, d5. Yeah, one of these two moves. Okay. The first question that we have to answer is, can we play knight f5? Because that's the aggressive move that we would like to play. But d5 will be attacking my knight. So that's what I have to see. d5, I take. Takes. Yeah, I can probably do it. Is that the best move? Yeah, I think it is. Let's go. Let's go. Because d5, black has to be willing to lose a pawn. So... But if you don't play d5 and I get knight to d6 in, forget about it. You're done for. So you might have to just sack the pawn and hope for the best. Unless there's some other move. But I don't think so. Never mind, b4. Okay, b4. What does that do, though? I'm just going to jump in. I don't really know what that accomplishes for black. Let's go. Notice, well, you can't even go there, but even if you could, I would just move over. It's not a big deal. Okay, you take that. So if we take with the bishop, we hit the rook. That's nice. And then we can try to follow up with knight d6 and take here at some point. If we take with the queen, we also hit the rook, and we hit here. That's also nice. This is also under attack. This has probably got to be the way, right? Okay, hold on. Queen c7 check. I move, then bishop b7. Check. Okay, it's still a good position. We'd still play queen d6. Would I rather that or rather check king here, bishop b7, takes, knight d6? Yeah, that's maybe even better. Okay, we'll go with this one. Only because having my queen attacked was kind of annoying. This way, there's no attack on my queen. So if that happens, I can just trade. Right? You can't play bishop b7 anymore because takes. Sorry, because of takes, and then there's a fork. An exceptional fork, I might add. An exceptional fork on d6. So, oh, wow. Exceptional fork it is. An exceptional fork it is. Aha. Aha. There it is. We're getting a lot of these exceptional forks tonight. This is great. Okay. There we go. And now I could probably go queen d6 and maybe force some more trades. Actually, that doesn't necessarily force trades, but it still looks like a pretty good move. Let's go. Because notice my queen is like attacking everything from that square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hitting everything. So black's probably gonna want to trade. Maybe they go queen b5, but no, then you walk into this one. Yeah, I think... Whoa. Whoa. All right, well, the easy move is rook d2. Defends everything. And I'll just triple up these guys. Black has nothing, I don't think. I gotta watch out for the exceptional fork here. I do have to watch out for that. You know what? I have a notion to go here because then I have a back rank tactic. But also grab the pawn. Yeah, let's do that. So this is the threat. You can't take because of the checkmate. Black's probably going to do something like h6. Oh, and I stopped the exceptional fork at the same time, which I forgot about already, actually. Well. Oh, didn't see it. Didn't see it. This is an exceptional back rank tactic. We will grab that. You can't take me. You can't take me. Exceptional back rank mate. All right, good game to our opponent. Finally got a little bit of momentum going here. Yeah, 92. Brilliant move was at the end with the queen, as to be expected. Okay. All right, goal ends in 14 minutes, guys. Doesn't look like we're going to make it. But you got 14 minutes. I guess I'll play one more game since that one was kind of fast. This might be the last game. This might be the last game. Okay, well, let's attack the pawn. And if we get an opportunity here, I'm absolutely going to play the Halloween Gambit. If we see knight c6, I'm going for it. I am going for it. Oh, yes. I've just been having a lot of fun playing this. I've just been having so much fun. Like, just getting these pawns in the center and gaining all the tempos. I just love it. I love it. e5. Bishop c4. I think d5 is the best move here. Oh, yep. Oh, knight to e7. Okay. What happens if I pin it? h6. Queen f3. f6. We're going to take it. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. This looks scary. This looks scary for black. I think they're going to try h6, but I do have this queen f3 idea. And how do you deal with the checkmate? Actually, it's not checkmate, but it's very, very good. How do you deal with it now? Oh, like that? Wow, okay. If I take, you have to take back with the knight, then I can jump in over here. If I take, you take, I could play g4, or I could trade first, and then play g4. Takes. Ooh, man. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? I think I want to take this pawn because then it comes with a tempo, and this is kind of annoying. So Rook b8. Check. You got to block with the bishop, or you could, no, you could take. They could take me. I don't want to do that. Okay. I could castle. Now, castling is nice because I defend both of these pawns and this one at the same time. That's actually super nice. We do have to watch out for some things like this, like queen d7, bishop g4, but there you go. That's what he's trying to do. Oh, what about d5? Okay, hold on. d5, bishop g4, e6. If you take me, I have the in-between check and I win a piece. No, I don't because my bishop's hanging. Too bad. All right, I probably got to stop it. Man, so close to being a nice tactic. Yeah. Okay, so he's going after the bishop. If we take and throw this guy forward, bring the rook over. Nah, I think we want to keep this bishop alive. Let's go back. He's trying to stop the d5 push. I want to go here, but what's going to happen? The knight's going to move somewhere. I don't care. I want to jump over to c5, and if you take, I'm going to get the rook involved, maybe. Actually, I could also think about c4. But knight b4, d5 is a total mess. Takes. I mean, that is just... Check. I don't even know what's happening. Knight c5, you take, I take. I'm going to go for the total mess. I'm just going to go for it. Here we go. I don't know what's happening, but I'm tired of losing on time, so... There must be a cool move here. There must be. Bishop b5 doesn't look like it cuts it because he's just going to take and take my knight, right? Bishop b5 takes. Unless I have a move there. Takes. Probably not. Well, actually, I would take this. No, that doesn't look very good. If I take here... Okay, I could... I'm also throwing that move. Okay, wow. I don't know what's happening, guys. Let's see. I don't think this does anything. I don't think this does anything. I don't know. Let's take it. Okay, so he's gonna trade and let me take this. All right. This guy hasn't thought like all game. I don't know how you play this opening and don't think. It's amazing. Okay. Hmm. Let's try this. Let's try this. Because I'm trying to prevent the king from castling. Which I did. Okay, that's one thing. Now what? Now what? He's just gonna go there. Well, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Right. Let's defend the knight. Okay, now let's try to get the rook involved somehow. Rook d1 would be good. Oh, no. Okay, I have to trade. All right, I missed it. I missed it. Three fortress. So I have a knight and a pawn? Okay, I mean, I've had worse positions. I have had worse positions. Black's king is in a good position, though. I don't like that. Trying to keep the rook from getting in. Still trying to keep the rook from getting in. Although now I lost the pressure on the A pawn, so he can do this. Rook here, maybe I just go back. I gotta get these pawns going. I gotta get a pass pawn or something. Still trying to keep the rooks from getting in. Okay, let's go. Let's keep pushing and keep moving my king up the board, I think. Because eventually he's going to have to start using one of his rooks to deal with the pawn. Maybe 2 takes. I think this wins for me. He does have check. But then I go up with my king, force him to give up the rook. Okay, so he's going to go for a different option. But he still has to worry about the pawn. And his king is so far. I'm just going to go here. Exceptional fork for the win! Exceptional fork. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta love those exceptional forks. Just when you need them. Just when you need them the most. Yes. Yes. Oh, joined September 27th. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I wonder about that. Because they weren't thinking. They weren't thinking, and they were playing all the best moves. Okay, that was the third engine move. Top engine move. Queen d7 was top engine move. c6 was the best move. Knight d5. Oh, bishop e6 actually was, yeah, the best. Okay. Like, they just played all of the best moves so fast. Knight b4, best move. C takes d5, best move. That was not it. So maybe they just, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Hold on one second. 1 second. We need to do a little investigating here. Very interesting. I'm a bit suspicious, but I don't know. All right, let me read the super chats. Hey, Brian, thank you. Appreciate that. Jordan, hey, thank you. ICBM. Don't actually think I've studied that in a long time. Tara, hey, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Did we get enough super chats that just came in after the timer expired, or did we not get enough? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I want to show you guys something real fast here. I wanted to show you this line. So right here, you've got this tactic where you can take here. Wait, Stockfish says it's a draw? What? You have this, and you win the rook. But then I was going to take, and I'm going to get a queen. You can't go here. You can't go behind because this extra pawn. But what you can do is go check. But I was like, all right, I'll just march my king up. And I'm going to win the rook. So what did I miss here? Rook e8, king b7. Oh, wow. You just check me back and forth. And I can never get a queen. It's a draw. That's actually amazing. Look at that. I have no way to force this because the pawn is... Wow. Okay, that would have been interesting to see that. Oh. All right, guys. I think I'm going to have to save this game. I guess we didn't complete the goal. We got close, but I'll just make it a goal for next time, and maybe we'll get it then. Thank you, guys. We got a few points back, although lost quite a few early on, unfortunately. All right, guys. You know what? We were close. We were close. Should I just show you the... I'll just show you the game. I'll just show you the game. Why not? Since quite a few people donated because they wanted to see the game, I'll just show it to you quickly, okay? And then we'll call it a night. How does that sound? So, here we go. I was playing as white, and yeah, I'm just going to read it off to you here. D4, D5. I played C4. This is in 2000, so I'm 12 years old, okay? I am 12 years old. I played knight C3. My rating was 1500, by the way. My opponent's rating was 1339. Okay, this was the Virginia State Championship, and I was the #1 ranked seed. So I was like the clear favorite, okay? Just so you kind of have the context. Bishop B4. I played E3, C6. Bishop takes F6. Yeah, I had this habit of like just trading my bishops because I don't know why. I just used to do that a lot. Knight to D7. I traded here, which, yeah, it kind of opens up his bishop. Okay, bishop D3. I mean, overall, though, I'm playing, you know, pretty good moves. Queen C2. He plays G6. Castles. Bishop D6. Hey, thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Okay, guys. Here is what I remember from way back in 2000. I remember playing this move, thinking to myself, yeah, this is a good move. His bishop's attacking. Now I don't have to worry about it. I stop his bishop from coming in. But I missed one detail. Okay, I missed one detail. If you guys would like to think about it, what did I miss by playing H3? Yeah, Billy, this was from 2000. This was March of 2000, the Virginia State Scholastic Championship. Exactly. Some people are saying it. I missed bishop takes H3. And the point is that if I take back, I lose this and I'm in big trouble. There's a bishop, there's a queen in front of my king. I'm in very, very bad situation. Now, what's interesting about this position is that Stockfish says it's actually equal if I play one move, E4. And guess what I played in the game? I played E4 because I realized that, like, okay, I can't take this. This is going to be bad news. I have to do something else. So I played E4, striking at the center, which Stockfish says, hey, that's great. The game should be a draw. Queen F4. And I think here's where I kind of fell apart a little bit. So Stockfish says I needed to play either knight E2 to attack the queen or E5 to kind of block off the bishop. I captured. Now, I did open up the king, I guess, which is probably my idea, but I left this battery intact, which is very dangerous, right? But I took queen G4. He's threatening checkmate here. I played queen E2 check. And apparently just the rook check followed by bishop F1 is the best way to deal with it. Rook E1 check and then bring the bishop back. I don't know. I didn't see that, so I played queen E2 check, king F8, and then I played knight to E1. I'm still holding on. I'm defending the checkmate. Knight takes D5. Knight to E4. Bishop went back. And I played F3. Queen F4. And right here I have an opportunity to take the advantage by taking the bishop, which I did because my queen is defending. So far, so good. He plays F5, which is actually a bit of a mistake. But I have to play the move bishop C4, which is kind of like, I don't even know. What's the point of bishop C4? Why am I giving up this? Ah, because we have the pin, of course. Okay, so that was the idea that I had to see. I didn't see that. Instead, I played knight C5, which is not a terrible move, but queen G3 check, queen G2, knight E3. Somewhere along here, I really messed up because right now I have the advantage. Stockfish says I have the advantage. Takes G3. I played rook F2. I'm playing all the right moves here. Takes, take, yeah. And the reason that I should have an advantage is because I have the two pieces for the rook, which is good. And Stockfish agrees with me. So let's see. Where did I throw this game away? I don't actually remember at this point. Knight D5. Knight C2. B6. Knight D7 check. King e7, knight e5. Stockfish still says I have the advantage. Knight f4. Bishop f1. Rook a to c8. Rook e1. I still have the advantage, by the way. Let's see, where did I lose the advantage at? King f6. Knight d7, check. King f7. I guess I could have entered this in sooner. It would have been a little faster, but King g7. Okay, so I have a really good position if I play rook e7 check, which I did. I must have missed something here. Yeah, this is, I think, where I missed it. King h6. Knight e5, exactly what Stockfish says. So I have this threat, exceptional fork threat right there on f7. His king's running out of options. Rook h to e8. And Stockfish says, just take the pawn. Just take the pawn. Your position is great. You don't need to do anything else. Just take the pawn and you're going to probably win the game. Instead, I played knight check. He goes king h5. And then I played rook d7. Now, why did I play rook d7? I'm not totally sure. Let's keep going. b5. And here was my critical mistake. Okay, if I just save the bishop, just go bishop f1, I'm in good shape. But for some reason, I thought that this exceptional fork was better, except it was not. Because the knight and the bishop is better than the rook and the pawn. So giving this back didn't make sense. Even though in my mind, I guess I thought that it did. He captured me. Oh, I took here. Oh, I was probably thinking that I had some sort of like checkmate or something. Maybe that's what I was going for. King g5. Ah, yes. h4 check. King f6. Knight takes e8. Rook takes e8. And my notation ends right here. Which tells me I was about to run out of time. And even though the position is equal, somehow I blundered something in the time pressure. I mean, okay, he's got 5 pawns. I have 5 pawns. Stockfish says it's totally equal. I don't know what happened. Probably, like I said, blundered in time pressure. The reason that I almost quit chess was because I was the #1 seed. I should have won the tournament. Actually had a bad game earlier in this tournament. I got a draw against like a, I think, what was he rated? Like 800? 700? Let me see if I have it here. Might have been in round 1 or 2. Let's see. No, round 3. Yeah, I played an 890 and got a draw, which, okay, 890 is not terrible, but I was 1500, and that was a pretty big upset. So that was the first thing. I had a draw. Then I was winning. And if I would have won this last game, I would have won the tournament. And then I lost, and I remember I was like, I told my dad, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to play chess anymore. I'm going to quit. And obviously I didn't quit. We took a break, and eventually I got over it. But it was a rough moment for me. So there you go. That's the game. At least that's what I have of the game. Unfortunately, the rest is lost. But thank you guys. Appreciate the super chats. And I hope you enjoyed that game. I will see you guys next time. What does it mean to quit chess? Just like stop playing. Like I'm not gonna go to tournaments anymore. Because I would, go to these tournaments and compete and stuff. All right. See you guys next time. As always, stay sharp, play smart, take care.